Yes, everyone, welcome back to another week of the Korean Cowboys Podcast.
Enough about the podcast. Happy birthday, Aaron! Woo!
Oh, yes.
Yeah! I had to pull out.
I mean, it's still 2 days before my birthday, but yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we only do the show once a week, so I thought I would bring the legend himself, because double trouble. So I had to bring two of you, you know what I'm saying?
God, it's so annoying. Mm-hmm. This was, I think, like 20, probably like 18, I think. Something like that. It's when we were doing W, I think. Mm-hmm. It's merchandise from our concert, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like W. That was the name of the concert, yeah.
So this, me and Aaron used to live together, and every time, like, he would like bring home a big box of, like, this stuff
merchandise,
and he'd be like, oh, just you can have some of this if you want. And I was like, okay. So I just took it with me, and I was going through my storage and I found this, and I was like, well, Aaron doesn't like sweet stuff, so I'm not gonna get a cake and waste my money, so let me just bring this. So, like, in lieu of cake, I brought this fan. And also,
what?
Original, baby.
Oh my God, why'd you bring that?
Because we're gonna do a birthday shot with you right now.
Right, it's not even my birthday yet.
It will, but we're not for the show, man.
All right, I mean,
and since Aaron's such a tough guy, big macho man, I didn't even get fresh. I got Tummy Sir Original.
I like original from time to time. It's good.
From time to time, every time I'm like, hey, you want to get original? He's like, no, I don't drink that. But let's do it.
My ass.
Well, only one though, because we don't.
This guy's always like, okay, can we get a? What do you? Is Hedo? Is that what you like?
I like Hedo because it's low calorie, and I'm trying to watch my
Hedo's
figure.
a brand of soju for those of you guys that don't know.
So anyway, let me show you guys a trick. Ready? So it's a 5, 1, 12. Ready? 5, 1, 12. Wait, no, let me do that again.
God, you suck.
5, 1, 12.
God, give it to me,
No,
you
do it.
You nub. It's not 5, 1, 12. It's 6. Ooh, it's cold.
Oh yeah.
It's 6, 2, 12.
5, 1, 12, 6, 2, 1, whatever. Just do it.
Well, I gotta let the bubbles, settle a little bit. You guys ready? He shook it too much, guys.
I think it might be.
He shook it too much. Huh. Yeah, no, he shook it too much.
The alcohol content is much heavier than what we're used to. So
do you want to do this?
Do it. Let's go. Come on. Let's take this shot. Get this. Let's get this massacre on the road.
I don't want to.
Spill it on our couch.
Oh God.
Happy birthday, Aaron.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this, but I mean,
this is better than cake. Okay. This is
for me. It's better than cake.
Liquid cake.
Well, today is the 19th.
You're not gonna give me.
Oh, my bad.
Are you serious?
Oh, my bad. Well, today is the 19th. Today is actually my youngest sister's birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday to who, Grace?
Yeah, happy birthday, Grace. If you're watching. I don't know if you watched the show, but happy birthday.
Sorry, there was a hair in my. Anyway, so Aaron was like, I was like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? And he was like, I want a Gucci bag. And I was like, F you, I'm not getting that. So I got him this instead. It's $5,000 versus like $1. So
is it really that expensive?
I mean, what, a Gucci bag?
No, soju. $5,000.
The dollars, yeah. Bottoms up. All right. A nice little, why is this so sweet today? You know what they say about soju, right? That if you drink soju on some day, right, if it's bitter and alcoholic, that means that you didn't work hard enough that day.
Yeah.
And if it's sweet, that means that you had a fulfilling day, which doesn't make any sense to me because I did nothing except sleep all day. So, but maybe that's what my body needed, because that was actually kind of sweet. What was it for you?
Me?
Just now.
I mean, it's always the same for me. It just tastes like soju.
Oh, no.
Like I never have like, maybe because I've drinking so much soju throughout the years. Mm-hmm. For me, it's like it's never like too bitter and it's never too sweet. Soju's like soju.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because it's different for me every time. I'm a little bit more Korean, I think, in that regard.
I like soju.
It has. Well, there you go. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Well, not my birthday yet, but yes. Well, when this episode comes out, my birthday will have passed.
Well, yeah, it'll be closer than it is now. That's why I did this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Well, I will be officially 31, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, Grandpa, calm down.
I'm only 2 years older than him.
See,
I don't understand why he calls me
I'm in my early
Grandpa.
30s. You're in like your mid 30s.
I'm not in my mid 30s. I'm 33. How is that mid?
Okay, in Korean age, how old are you?
Korean age doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, okay, if it did exist, how old would you be?
It's an irrelevant question. God dang it.
Yes.
But yeah, we're not just gonna sit here and rub Aaron's butt the whole show.
Yeah.
But
anyways, Joel, how was your week?
Very, very busy. I have been doing so many recordings. Like, I've been at home less than I've actually been outside, which is very rare because I don't leave my house ever. So
What is the recording that you did? Well, if you can like let us
Most
know.
of it is like educational stuff, which I don't normally do, but it's a long extended project, so I get several dozen hours of doing it, and the pay's pretty good. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? How about you? I know what you're gonna say. Oh well, I did ASC, and okay, anything new?
I did ASC. Made the edit cuts for I guess today's episode. I guess that's going up later. And yeah, just kind of like just chilled, I think.
Word.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like my life is so boring. Like I do the same thing like every day. And like I met like friends throughout the week. Like like had a few drinks. Like I mean, same old.
This is the apple of our eye, the Korean Cowboys Podcast, because we get to come here and BS for an hour or so.
Yeah, honestly, like, this is like my favorite schedule. It's so fun. I love ASC too. AC and this are my favorite.
We love Arirang. I work there too. You just say we love Arirang.
Yeah, we love Arirang.
We love Arirang, but listen, this is
for real.
This is personal. You know what I mean? This is you know what I mean? This is our little baby.
Yeah, this is our little world.
Yeah, that's what we you know. I can't go on the radio and say, I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I'm gonna say. Yeah. So, speaking of taking a shot of soju. I'm only going to take one because I don't want to get red on this particular podcast.
I mean, you have BB cream on, so you'll be fine.
Don't air my laundry out. What the hell?
What do you mean?
Excuse me.
What do you mean? You told people that you had makeup on when
you know. I like this Aaron better. Like he doesn't roast me. You know what I mean?
I was a little younger back then.
Because if I went up to him in some official capacity, I'd be like, well, first of all, I'd have to say Aron 선배님. But other than that,
if he's like saw me, if we were like,
other than that, he wouldn't be like, yeah, mother effer. Yeah. Run away, scared boy. He would never do that because he has an image to uphold, But this Aaron was very like,
Yeah, as Joel Sunbae, if I ever saw him at an official
TV or something,
TV schedule or something, I make him like insahe to me, bow to me, pay his respects.
You want me to get like on do this, like he's like the king, like peha, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't demand respect, but it should be a given.
You do, but I just learned to navigate it so that I don't have to like sacrifice my own self-worth to do so. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, so for the first time, a lot of the times, like we bounce ideas off of each other, right?
Right.
About what can we talk about? What can we talk about?
Yeah, what can we talk about this week on the Cowboys?
And I had a long phone call with Aaron the other day, and I was like, hey, he was giving me ideas on things, and I was like, wow, Aaron, you're like mentally contributing so much, like so thankful, you know what I mean? But no, so he brought up something, which is why he's being shady and throwing around, oh, you're wearing BB cream.
No, I'm not.
he's like, oh, you're wearing BB cream, so what are you worried about? Excuse me, first of all, my face isn't the only thing that gets red, because if I drink and I have BB cream on, I look like white in the face, red in the neck, okay? It's
true,
all, I'm like all different colors. So
I've seen it
many
a time.
But me getting red really isn't an insecurity. You like that? Yeah, it's really not an insecurity.
That's so annoying.
It's not an insecurity for me because most Asians get red. You get red too sometimes.
Sometimes if I drink a lot.
I think it's if you're tired and you drink, you tend to get really red.
Yeah, if I'm tired and I drink, I'll get red.
I get red no matter what usually.
Yeah.
So
I usually don't get red.
You know what's funny though is like I used to get like almost purple, like to look like my head was gonna explode. Like it looked like that, but that doesn't happen to me anymore. That's part of the thing that comes with like maybe age or something, or my liver has adapted.
I think your body like does adapt to alcohol to some degree if you keep drinking it, keep consuming it.
I used to take heartburn medicine when I drank because if you take a Zantac, if you take that and then drink, something happens. It's like a histamine blocker or something, and I don't get red. If I take a Zantac and I drink, alcohol.
It's an antihistamine.
Yeah, but I used to do that all the time because I was kind of self-conscious about it. But I'm not really anymore. Like,
who cares?
I'm like, whatever. I mean,
I used to glow. Who cares?
I used to, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Shout out because it's just I'm proud of being Korean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but there used to be an insecurity, which brings us to the topic of today, which is, insecurities. What are you insecure about? I could go for days talking about this if we're going to be completely honest.
Me, insecurities?
Not that I'm particularly insecure, but...
I honestly, because I brought this topic up as well. I was like, what do you think about talking about insecurities that you and I might have? I'm not going to lie. Like, I thought about it throughout the week. I don't really have many insecurities. I'm not trying to be a hard ass or anything. I'm just saying, like, I'm not a very insecure person, so I don't know. Like, okay, what do you think would be an insecurity of mine? You personally.
If I don't show up in 2 weeks for this podcast, it's because he killed me. Just so you know. Just so you know, okay? Because, first of all, let me say this.
Let's see it.
I think
yes,
Aaron has a relatively thin skin. I honestly think that. I'm not trying to character pick you. I think you have a thin skin on certain things. I think
on
there's
certain topics.
There is a certain, and listen, I have a master's degree in Aaron studies, okay, at this point. So I know what like his trigger points are, and I try to avoid them. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, like there, yeah, I agree. Like I think I do have thin skin. Like I do have like a lower tolerance for certain things. Let's say, like if someone wanted to like get into a fight, I probably have like a low tolerance in terms of that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's that definitely.
Yeah, yeah. I think that just like that for me though. Like people can like view that as like, oh, like do you not think you're masculine enough? Like is that why like you like have to like like retaliate back? For me, no. It's kind of for me. It's like I want to teach the other person a lesson. It's like you know what I mean. Like you don't
school them.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You don't start fights unless you're willing to see them through. You know what I mean? And I've always. I think it's also like just the environment that I grew up in when I was younger too. I think that has a lot to do with it. But yeah, I mean, I could see that
you have trigger points that will have you flying off the handle, and that's true. Yeah. And believe me, I've been on the opposite end of this. It hurts.
I have a few trigger points, yeah.
Definitely that. And another thing is also, you're going to, once again.
All right, go.
If I'm not here in 2 weeks. You hate losing. You hate it.
Yeah, because I'm a winner.
No. I'm not even trying to be funny. You hate losing. You will fight tooth and nail.
To win?
To convince other people that you have won. That is no, dead ass serious. So, for example,
so you're saying I would convince someone tooth and nail, like I would gaslight them into thinking that.
No, you're not gonna gaslight them. But my honest belief is that I think when you've lost something, but you refuse to admit defeat. He is that type of person. He should be like in the military because that's good.
I'm a competitive person.
No, I know.
I've always been competitive.
But if you're as a competitive person, you have to know when you've lost. And for me, I'm just kind of like, all right, well, you know what? It's not even worth like me arguing about it, so I'm just not going to talk about it. Aaron is very much.
I'm a very competitive person.
He's going to get drunk one day and call me and be like, I was really hurt that you said that the other day.
No, I'm not.
Aaron can be, not always, but can be in certain situations, a my way or the highway kind of guy.
Oh, yeah.
And you are. Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about insecurities, not like... Well, I guess it is linked to insecurities, right?
I guess it could be like an insecurity of mine.
We're not psychologists. I don't know what that is. But I think those are the two things.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do agree with you. Like, I think there are like certain trigger... topics that will trigger me. Also, I am a very like my way or the highway type of guy. I think I'm very stubborn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the right word. Stubborn. I'm a very.
That's the word. Yeah.
I'm a very stubborn person. Whether it be like it could be like a friendly competition, it could be an argument that we're having. It's I'm so stubborn. Like I will do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah, exactly.
But like obviously I won't like like do like unmoral stuff. You know what I mean?
No.
To like win, but like I will like do like everything I can like within my capabilities to win.
But I think that can be an insecurity. Like, hating to lose.
Yeah.
Is what so competitiveness is created from your hate of losing.
True.
And that is part of, what would you say? Like, in what way is that insecure?
I guess maybe like not feeling like good enough, I guess.
There you go.
Like it could be like a deep root of that.
Right.
I don't know if that's necessarily the case for me. It's just for me, like growing up, I've always been number one stubborn. And I've always been like a competitive kid too. Like no matter what I did, like, whether it be like if I was playing in the AYSO like soccer league when I was like in
the hell is that?
It's a little soccer. I think it was AOSO, but yeah, it's like little like kid soccer league.
Okay.
Whether it be playing in those games or whether it be playing golf in high school, whether it be, just playing basketball with friends or like video games with friends. I've always been like that super like competitive guy.
Right.
I don't know why. I was just born to be a winner,
Okay,
dude.
well, there's nothing wrong with being competitive, but when you lose, you got to acknowledge that you lose. And
there are times like that I've lost. And
you
like,
have never.
Well, not to you.
In the history of our friendship, he lost something fair and square. I think you know it. You just refuse to admit it.
I don't know why he thinks it's because I've never lost anything to him.
That's BS. That is BS.
I don't know what
big fat cow pie of a lie.
I literally, from my recollection, I can't think of a time where I lost to you in anything.
Well, this isn't about Aaron losing today. This is about insecurity. So I'm not going to draw that particular talking point out any longer.
Yes, but yes, I will agree. I think my biggest insecurity is me being stubborn. I am like a very, like you said, my way or the highway type of guy. Yeah.
Well, I guess you don't become this without being stubborn, I guess. Right? I don't know.
I mean, I do think a person should be like competitive and be stubborn to some degree, but there are times where like I'll like go from like 0 to 100, like like stubbornness or like woo, you know what I mean? Yeah.
The time I thought it was like that.
I'm very ironclad on certain things.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh yeah, you're like there's no room for negotiation.
Yeah.
I'm right, you're wrong. Get over it. That kind of thing.
I mean, it could be an insecurity, but it could also be like just a character trait of mine. I don't know. But I mean, if Joel sees that as an insecurity, he's probably more right than I am because.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm.
No. What I'm saying is because I know myself better than anyone else, but it's also like having like viewpoints of others in terms of me is important. So if you see it's an insecurity, like I could see it. I could see why you would think that.
But an insecurity is not necessarily a character flaw. I don't think
it's not a flaw
because your insecurities make who you are.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't be you unless you had that insecurity, I suppose.
That's true.
Because if I really hated Aaron on that, because you know what I mean? Like, if I really hated you, no matter, like if you, for example, if you didn't have this, you have this, and I hated it that much, I wouldn't even be friends with you. So
that's true.
I'm not worried about it. It's not a big deal for me.
What about you? What are some of your?
I'm not even going to ask you what you think my insecurities are, but I'll tell you what my insecurities are.
All right, let us know.
First of all, actually, you already indirectly did basically by saying, "Oh well, you're wearing BB cream because you're wearing makeup." Okay.
No, you said you're going to get red, which is why I said you have BB cream on, so it's fine.
I saw that smirk.
What are you talking about, dude?
He was like, "It's because you got BB cream on."
Yes, you did. That. Oh my god, my ass.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wear BB cream because first of all, I like to uphold my image. There's that. But also, I don't necessarily have the best skin in the world. You see what I'm saying? Like, I had acne when I was in my adolescent years.
Yeah, I mean,
so no.
I mean, not everyone.
I took Accutane, and it left me with some scarring on my face. And it's not like insanely bad. Like, I'm not looking like the moon, but like, but I'm not
Craters.
like makeup will cover it up, so I'm not really too worried about it. This is BB cream, colored lotion, by the way, not makeup. But
okay, whatever, dude.
There's that. But I think the bigger one probably was being shirtless. I hate being shirtless.
Oh yeah.
Like, honestly, I hate being shirtless, and he is no help. Let me tell you, there's a lot of stories there. But I hate being shirtless. No, actually, I don't hate it as much these days because I've been working out a lot. My body's much better than it used to be. But so a little backstory. I used to live in North Dakota. I don't know. You guys know it's a lonely little state at the very, very top of the United States, and it is very, very, very cold in the wintertime.
Yep.
So I moved up to North Dakota because my dad was in the military. We had no choice. I went up there, and it is so cold in the winters you can't even go outside. It's freezing.
Ooh, God.
You could throw a glass of water up in the air, and by the time it hits the ground, it's ice.
Really?
Like, it's really cold. So, I was sequestered in my basement, and we talked about the video games and all that. I learned about all these video games during that time.
North Dakota, okay.
Because it was so cold for like 7 months out of the year.
Oh,
we never left the house. I stayed down there, and I was a very fit kid. I was in Taekwondo and all that stuff. Like, I was fit. You know what I mean?
All right.
And then when I moved to North Dakota, I was sequestered in the basement of my house with my brother because we couldn't do anything. We couldn't go outside, nothing. So basically, we played video games all day. And there's two things that sustained me during that time: Shinramyeon, which was number one.
Okay,
number two were those little bean burritos with the Mexican guy on the front.
Oh, so good.
With the sombrero on.
Yeah.
And there was like chicken, beef, pork, like,
so
El Pastor. Like there was a bunch of different kinds. Anyway, we used to tear those up, like, and that was not even like dinner and lunch and all. It was like we just ate that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I got very big. I was a very big kid.
Right.
And I did not like it when people made fun of me for it. So after we moved out of North Dakota, and I was still a little chubby, not chubby. I was big. And then I moved to Colorado where it was not as bad,
Is this at the time? Is this during the time when you were going to like Yu-Gi-Oh concert or contest?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is before my Chad phase, okay? Because I did get my Chad phase.
Okay.
So I was like this ties into the anime because when I was carrying around the Rurouni Kenshin box set, I was this really dumpy kid with big, thick bifocals, and I was like loving anime, and I hung out with all the anime nerds and all that stuff, and I was like part of the loser crowd, you know what I mean? Like people back then, that's what people,
Yeah.
Middle school and high school can be absolutely, how do you say it? Brutal on kids,
socially.
Yeah. So there was like, because in high, I don't know if your middle school was like this, but there was always the cool kids, and then there was like the the nerds, and then always like the, how do you say it? Like there's just all the different like groups of people, and they always sat separately.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I want to be one of the cool kids now. I'm done liking anime. I was secretly still playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but no one knew that. And I was like, I want to be one of the cool kids. So I joined in 7th grade every single one of the sports I could during each season. So there was like fall, winter, and spring seasons.
Right.
And I joined all these sports, and I lost the weight.
Nice.
But anyway, but me being big back then, and then me being like fit now, kind of like I'm still not liking to, show my body off and stuff. I don't like that, even though now it's much better. You know what I mean? So I am insecure about that.
Yeah.
Then Aaron, we went to freaking Gapyeong and some stuff, and then he like took a picture of me shirtless at the what do you call
Swimming
it?
Pool.
Swimming pool. He like zoomed in all up in my body and my butt, and he was like, he's always like, messing with me with that, but. That's okay.
Oh my god, I don't know if we talked about this in the podcast. We might have in like one of the earlier episodes, but
we did because there was the freaking lady at Korean Air. We went to Guam, saw the picture on accident.
Yeah, because he was like delete the photo, so I deleted it, and then I didn't delete it out of my trash can, so I saved it again, and we were getting ready to get on our flight in Guam. We were checking in, so my flight ticket was on my phone, so I opened on my album, and the first photo that pops up was that photo, and he's literally standing next to me. I could see him, the death glare. He's just like,
I was mortified. I don't care if at the end of the day, I don't care if he sees it, but the freaking airline lady that checks our stuff saw it, and I was like,
it wasn't on purpose. It's just,
and Aaron was like a known person, and I was like, this mother effer, I'm gonna.
You should have seen me. I was like, oh.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
I was like, wrong photo, and I looked at him. He was just like.
The real question is
really?
Why was it open to that photo?
Because it was the last photo I think I saved.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyways, yeah.
I got in that gym and did them squats and I got
That's
like
true. Joel says
chest
he hates being shirtless, but he has sent me a photo of him after the gym when he's like a little pumped without a shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
You look a lot better than you did before. Yeah.
I'm
serious.
You shut your whore mouth.
I'm serious.
I don't want to hear another goddamn thing out of your mouth about
serious.
this.
I told you. Oh, you look better than before.
Mm-hmm.
Like good progress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't take anything he says seriously, honestly.
Maybe like next year or something, men's health or something. Maybe you can like.
At that point.
Maybe.
I'm just waiting for you to get super out of shape so I can make fun of you because it's gonna happen. Unless you get in that gym like you promised you would.
Yeah, I was thinking about that this week actually, going to the gym. But anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, those are my two big insecurities, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think having insecurities is like everyone has insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
You can say you don't. I say I don't, but I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even Kim Kardashian probably has insecurities.
Everyone has insecurities, flaws that they live with. So I think it's just best to learn how to live with those insecurities and navigate life, even though you may have insecurities or flaws about yourself. You know what I mean? I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah. And there's like, even when I was in high school, like I hung out with lots of like, cause I went to high school here. Like I used to get magic straighten on my hair, change my style and everything. Cause I wanted to fit in more with the Korean people. Cause obviously I don't look full Korean, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like, and back then, like all my friends are Korean. I was like the sore thumb, like the odd guy out all the time. And I was like, And I was like, damn, let me see if I can decide magic straighten my hair and like, you know what I mean? Like change my whole style and like everything. Like,
You look good right now, bro.
thank you. Yeah. I know. It's because of the BB cream.
No, I even like the little like shirt you have on today.
Thank you.
It's very nice.
It's new. I would say that you look good, but
What?
You look like you work at the gas station. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but okay. So, but you did mention me off the air that you're getting old.
Yeah.
And like really old. So
yeah. Why you gotta say it like that? Really?
He was
old?
like, oh, I'm feeling really old these days with like 5 R's at the beginning.
Yeah,
But anyway,
my ass.
Getting old. Is that an insecurity of yours?
Yeah, I guess you could say that's like an insecurity of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more of like a worry than an insecurity.
Hey, it sounds like an insecurity to me.
I mean, I guess.
In what ways?
It's just physically, like I definitely don't feel like I did when I was like, 18, 21, like 25, you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of it has to do with like, like I have bad knees now because I've danced for so long, you know what I mean? It's also like when I drink, it's harder for me to recover the next day, like things like that. You know what I mean?
That's the boring answer. Okay, what about like you in terms of like career, or you in terms of like where your life is gonna go from here on out? Like you know what, you mentioned it before, like you've seen the mountaintop, but like what's next? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like do you consider that a worry even in the smallest regard?
I mean, yeah, I do have thoughts about, like what's going to happen, like what do I need to do in the future? Obviously, like I have thoughts like that, but I wouldn't say that's an insecurity. But it does like sit in the back of my mind. It does come out at times where it's like, oh, what am I going to do in the future? Like it does worry me a little bit. But I mean, for me, the way I see it is, like I said, like I've achieved everything that I wanted to as an idol in my 10 long years, illustrious career as an idol member. But it's people ask me this all the time too. Actually, it's been like a recent thing. Maybe it's because we're getting older now. But people that I like drink with or like get food with, they're like, oh, so like, what are like your dreams and aspirations now? I think that's an insecurity of mine. I don't think I have a dream or an aspiration at the moment. I think my dream or aspiration is probably getting the Cowboys Podcast to do well. Besides that, I don't really have any dreams or aspirations, which I guess does kind of worry me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I mean, this is just me personally, but I feel like at any age, you should always like have something to look forward to, have a goal to reach, or have you know what I mean? Like a shining light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, like
I think it drives yourself crazy just working day in and day out, and just like in that dark tunnel forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, but that was me as an idol, right? Like I did like Yuntip Sang, I did trainee period, and then for like the first 6 to 7 years of my career, it was like a struggle. You know what I mean? Like, and like that light that shining light at the end of the tunnel was me doing well, right?
Right.
And our group did succeed, So it's like after that, it was like for me, it's like, oh, like I can die a happy man.
You're only 30.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Well, like, it was a goal that I worked at for so long. It wasn't a sprint. It was like a marathon. It was a very long marathon for me. You know what I mean? And now that part of my, I guess, life is not, I don't want to say over with, but like it's
that phase.
That phase, right? It's, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't know what I really want to do with the next phase of my life. But it does worry me. Yeah. I mean, right now I'm like super happy. I'm super content with what I'm doing. I love emceeing on ASC. I love doing a Korean Cowboys podcast. This has always been something that I've wanted to do. You know this. I've always wanted to like.
That's
just
how
like,
it started.
Make a free format, like like content. But yeah, I think right now, my biggest goals and aspirations, me getting older, is probably like make the Korean Cowboys an actual like brand. Where we can like sustain ourselves, maybe hire some staff. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be nice, but you know what I mean?
Oh, wouldn't it ever?
But it's all part of the grind, you know.
But I think, like, for me personally, I've managed to avoid having that sort of concern. I think there's 2 reasons. One is like you learn being in this industry to never, what's kite in English? Like,
expect, maybe
never expect anything, and like never give your hopes up. Like I never, until something is in my hand, Like, I don't ever like count my chickens before they hatch or anything like that.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you can never be disappointed. And believe me, at the beginning you can never be disappointed with anything.
Right.
Because you're never expecting too much or anything out of anything.
Right.
So you're always pleasantly surprised when something does well, or you end up getting a role or getting a show or getting a whatever, an achievement. And there's that. But then there's also the other part of me, which is like, because even my mom, like, she's so worried about it. She's like, oh, like, you work this job now. And sure, I do okay for myself. But like, I don't have like a stable job. And no job in entertainment is stable,
right.
But I don't know. There's something in the back of my mind that's like, I know that it's going to work out. I'm a survivor, okay? I always figure out how to... Yeah, no. I always figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what. And I'm never, ever like... And I've been at the bottom, like, for real.
Yeah.
And I've been down there. So everything is better than that. So I'm nothing can disappoint me because I can never possibly get that low again.
Like, nothing phases you anymore.
Yeah, like, I'm just like... I just take things in stride, really.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah. I mean, but getting old, I'm paying into my pension, okay? I pay into my pension. Yeah. So I'm not too worried about, dying a broke, poor, really sad man,
I mean, well, but what about this? Because this is also like a topic of conversation that comes up a lot these days. Maybe it's because we're at that age now, but like, oh, when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna ever meet someone?
Were you my mom?
And have a family? You know what I mean? But this conversation does come out like whether it be like with family or like
always
peers or friends. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, like, are you ever gonna meet someone? Are you gonna like ever date? Are you ever gonna get married? You want to have a family? And I think that's for me and Joel. I think I can say for the both of us. I think it is a worry because, especially for working in Korean entertainment, like, and especially as like us being like ex-idols. It's once we get married, we've seen a lot of people, their careers completely tank. You know what I mean? And I think for me personally, like, I do want to have kids. I want to have 3 kids because I was raised me and my younger sisters. I have 2 younger sisters, right? I do want to have like a big
3
family.
Aaron's running around.
But I'm not getting any younger either. You know what I mean? But the thing is, it's when is a good time to finally meet someone and start a family? You know what I mean? I think that's like it could be a fear, insecurity, I guess.
Yeah, well, like you said, I think if we were just people that, had more standard careers, right? Like working in an office or, something like that, you could do whatever you want, honestly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter, but you have to be very, very careful and choosy about when you do it working as like a celebrity.
Right.
Because I don't know if it's necessarily like this in the States, but here things will dry up really quickly once you get married. And unless you manage to navigate that channel and turn your marriage and your kids and all that into like a part of your overarching character on TV, usually it leads to decline. Usually. There are some people that manage to get that and turn it into something big. It's possible, but for the majority, I like to say based on what I've seen here personally, that's usually not the case. Yeah, I think, and that's no shade. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you got to move on in life. Like, you gotta be able to move on with your life. You can't be attached to being an idol or like that image for your whole life. You know what I mean? Because you got other aspects of your life that exist. Right. But yeah, I'm not particularly worried about it. Like, I'm not in any, like, even now, I'm not in any rush to get married. And I'm still wrestling with the idea of having a family, honestly. Right. Like, I've never been a big kids person. Right. And, I don't know. I've just, not to say that I won't, but I've never really thought about it too much. Like, it's not that forefront in my mind right now. Yeah. Maybe because I'm chasing success much more than I'm chasing anything else. Right. But so I can't relate to you on that because I don't really think about it too much. Yeah. It's just like, because it's whenever I meet someone, it's like, oh, when are you going to start dating? Like, you're getting older. When are you going to have a family? It's, I like this topic, I feel like comes out a lot more once you hit the big 3-0. You know what I mean? Like, comes out very frequently. Well, my mom's been asking me when I'm getting married since I was like 25. So yeah, but I mean, yeah, that sounds like an insecurity to me. I mean, it looks nice because like I have friends like who are married now, like friends in the States, friends in Korea, like friends are getting married like left and right. Like, and like I like sometimes I'm like, oh, like that looks like such a nice life. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder what that's like. The thing is, well, you're right. But like we said, the thing is that those people have jobs that, that doesn't matter.
Right.
But I would imagine that your life would take a huge turn, a bigger turn than it would for a person working a standard, more normalized job than this.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there are obviously like pros and cons of every job, right?
Yeah. Well, of
course. Like with no sacrifice, no reward.
Well, you know what? Yeah. Korean Cowboys take up. We don't got to worry about that. Then we can start dating. But your our happiness is in the hands of the viewers and listeners of Korean Cowboys. But no, okay, I see what you're saying though.
Yeah, for me, it's not like I want to go out and meet girls. It's not that. It's for me, it's like I just want to have a family. I think that's like my insecurity, I guess. Now that I am getting a little older in age, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, we'll see whatever that happens, but I mean, yeah. But yes, we ain't spring chicken no mo. Getting a little older.
No, we're not. So. I used to think like when I was growing up, right? Like, when my parents, they're like, oh, body aches, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, when I get that age, I'm just going to not have that. Like that was the way that I thought. I was like, like, oh, your knees hurt? Like, whatever. Your knees won't hurt. Like it was that matter of fact, right?
Yeah.
I learned later that is not how life works because, especially I would say in the last, since my late 20s, definitely I have felt the impact it's had on my body. I don't think that, the idle thing I know for a fact actually did have a problem, cause a lot of problems, especially with my back disc.
Right.
Dancing and all that stuff really messed up my back. And also my neck disc. It's been a constant ache in my body for years now. Yeah. And you just kind of learn to live with it. You know what I mean? It's like, and I definitely feel like that. And I feel getting older, I talked about it like, getting closer to death.
I mean, like, I know
it's scary, but
it's scary. Yeah. Like you feel your body physically like getting
deteriorating.
Older. What?
Deteriorating. Sorry, I'm hungry, y'all. But
yeah. No, but the thing is, like, like physically, like we are on the decline. I think a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I think mentally, like, I feel like I'm mentally at a better place than I've ever been in my life.
Oh, that's good.
Now that like we're like older and like we are mature adults now, like I feel like mentally I'm like in a very like clear headspace.
I attribute me having that to me having adult money now, as opposed to because like I would say real adulthood came much later to me and to him than it would for other people. Right. When I say that, I mean it because they, most people, they start working
right after school,
right after school ends, or after college ends. But I didn't, I spent the majority of my early 20s being tied in an idol group, right? And so did you. So we didn't really realize how to navigate a lot of things. I had to learn a lot of things really late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I learned a lot of things very early too, but like I learned, for example, like stuff like taxes and like stuff like that, like that you don't worry too much about it when you're much younger because you're not making real money.
Right.
And, and if you did, you had a lot of other people handling it for you. Like, stuff like that. Or things that like when I had a company, like my idol company, I have a company now, but my idol company, like they would handle everything for me. So I never really knew how to do it myself.
Right.
But, you kind of learn that stuff as you go and you get older. So we're kind of late to the game in some aspects of life.
Yeah.
But, I think we caught up pretty well. We're both pretty,
we're pretty old.
Know what's going on.
We have old souls. And
like
I don't relatively young bodies.
Yeah, I mean, but like me, y'all know. Me and him, we used to throw down pound back shots. You know what I mean? Like we used to get down.
I still can.
We used to get down. Like, I don't even think I could if I wanted to be honest.
I still can. I told you my recovery's a lot. It takes a lot longer now.
I used to drink like a fish, and then the next.
My ass.
No, I seriously did. And then this was during college, and then I would be hungover till you hang over till like what 6 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. And I'd be like, during this time, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna quit drinking forever, blah 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 blah. And like I was miserable, right, throwing up the whole nine. And then 8 o'clock rolls around, you get a call, and you're like, I'll be right there. And I go out and drink again. Like I used to do that all the time. I can't do that now. If I drink like that, I need like days of recovery.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm like, somebody will call me, Aaron will call me, hey, you want to go drink? And I was like, no, bro, I drank last week. I can't do it this week.
What's that? What is that? The Futurama? What does he say? the spirit is willing, but
what is it? The spirit is willing, but the body is spongy and bruised.
Yeah, that's literally us now.
That's that episode, the Snoo episode.
God.
That's exactly. Captain Zap Brannigan said it perfectly. The mind is willing. The mind wants to. But the body is spongy and bruised,
Yeah, that's us. We're getting at that age now. Yeah.
But that's another reason why I started working out, right? Because first of all, in your 20s, especially back in our day, they wanted the slim idols, all real skinny and pretty boy type of look, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm not in that phase of my life no more, and neither are you.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Okay, I don't want to stay like a skinny nerd for the rest of my life. So I'm going to get in the gym. I'm going to get some muscle mass on there because you know what they say, as you get older, and your body starts to put more, gravity puts more pressure on your body. And as your bones, you get shorter and your body kind of like has a harder time dealing with stuff.
Like joints and stuff.
Yeah, but if you have like the muscle, at least some muscle, and you build it up at a relatively young age, we're still relatively young, but then you won't have as hard of a time as you do later on. In life. Like, for example, even Arnold Schwarzenegger, the man's old, but because he had all that muscle and he has like the framework, some muscle that's still there.
Yeah.
He's still much more spry than someone else's age.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
he's still got that, what do you say? Like internal muscle or whatever you call that.
I think he has like it's just like the basic core muscles.
Yeah, core muscle. That's what it's called. Yeah, so
muscles,
I find that to be important. So I am working out to be, vain and like I want to go to the beach and like show off my titties and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But also like, for the future too, because I don't want to be some crotchety old man who can't walk. You know what I mean? Like I want to, I want to kind of have that there. So I keep urging you to do it, bro. We're not young. You got to get in the gym and like.
I made a promise to myself. After my birthday week and after my sister leaves, I'm gonna start working out. It's just for my birthday week. I already know I have a lot of people I'm gonna meet.
Pinky promise right now. You're gonna start going to the gym.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I literally woke up at 5:30 today because Gulson was, complaining. I think she was thirsty. Mm-hmm. She had water. I don't know why she was crying, but
she's needy.
I had to put the bowl in front of her face for her to drink it. But
she's a grand. Maybe she's
and then from like 5:30 to like 7:30, I was just watching like workout videos on YouTube. And I was like, you know what? After this birthday week, I'm gonna start working out. Yeah.
We start working out. We should do some kind of like reveal or something. You know what I mean? Like, like from the day you start working out. A year later on the broadcast, we both do like
a shirtless episode.
Yeah, like we'll be like ripped, or we do like a body profile or something. You know, what
that'd
I mean?
Be fun. Like a body profile, that'd be fun.
Yeah, like we'll do like the Korean Cowboys body profile with cowboy hats. I don't know, sounds kind of like a porno. I don't know where this story's going.
Oh my god,
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know how Aaron's gonna live because when you do body profiles, you gotta like really hustle with the diets and stuff. Like I don't know how you're gonna survive without your KFC and tacos and McDonald's.
But I've never like been a person that like got like that extra fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have that. He doesn't have that.
I have a very fast metabolism, so like I think like cutting has never been an issue for me.
Oh well, ever. Yeah. But no, the thing is with body profiles, they like do the moisture deprivation also, so they get like the really like tight.
Yeah, they get like really like crisp. You know
yeah, like so. If you don't drink water for like a day, your body like like what? That's what boxers and MMAs and those people do.
Yeah, they dehydrate
for weigh-ins to
make weight. Yeah. And then they'll come and walking like 30 pounds heavier the next day. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be in wrestling. I used to do that. I used to spit in a bottle. I think I told you guys that. Because I had to lose water weight. It was crazy. Yeah. But so I mean, maybe we'll do something like that. But because like we're doing this in relation to not wanting to be crotchety old men.
Yeah.
I think do it for your health.
Yeah, I feel my body is definitely changing now. So I think it's time that I made a change.
There you go.
And started working out again.
Look at you go. After your birthday week, though.
Yeah. Although it's been like 7-8 years since I worked out. But I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Well, if you're as badass as you say you are on working out, then I guess we'll figure it out.
I think I'll be okay. Yeah. We'll see what happens. But yes, I have Joel's laptop next to me.
Yeah. Why is it over there?
There was nowhere else to put it.
All right.
But yes,
we're doing our viral videos now?
Yes, we're gonna move on to our viral videos. So
it wasn't even a transition. What a noob.
Whatever. Here we go.
There you go. Yeah. All right, so this is my viral video. I have a feeling it's gonna annoy you. We'll see.
Okay, make sure the volume should go or is up.
Hey guys, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to break down just how expensive it is to be a woman in today's day and age. It's important to keep in mind that I'm a woman in my 30s, so I don't represent all women everywhere, and also I live in Los Angeles, so things are obviously a little bit more expensive here than they are other places in the world. But this is just to give you a general idea. Okay, so let's start with my tier 1 of products that I use every single morning when I wake up. Let me know if you'd like an individual price breakdown, but this totals to about $650 in product. Next is my nighttime routine. These products total about $610. Again, happy to include a price breakdown per item for you, should you request it. Now on to hair products. So products alone, I'm gonna say are around $200 to $300, and then there's the actual tools. This blow dryer alone costs $300. I just point out that I did get that on sale, but still. So if we're talking the total tools, that's probably another $500 to $600 right there. Of course, it's important to keep in mind that lots of these are one-time purchases. And most of the products last between 3 to 4 months, but these are still things that we have to pay for that you don't. Now let's talk about my face. The Botox that I get costs me about $250 every 3 to 4 months. The filler that I get costs me about $750 about once a year. Now let's talk about my body. That laser hair removal that I get, it costs me about $280 every 3 months. The spray tan that I'm getting later today is gonna cost me $60. And the Pilates class that I went to this morning cost me $30 or $200 a month for an unlimited membership. Oh shoot, and I almost forgot my manicures and pedicures. So that's about $100 every 2 weeks. Oh, of course. And then there's makeup.
Oh God.
Right.
Making me
all
mad.
that stuff, and there's way more of it too under my sink. It's hard for me to total all that up, but ballpark, and this is me being on the conservative end of things, I'd say it's about $1,000 worth of product, and that's just the stuff that I use every day. Please don't tell me, we're not the ones telling you to do all of that. Here's the thing. There's a lot of pressure to be hairless, tan, poreless, beautiful people. And you know who put those beauty standards in place? Men. You know who owns lots of those beauty companies and fashion companies and famous lingerie brands? Men. So if you're gonna tell me what I should wear and how I should look, the least you can do is buy me a drink.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So basically, she's saying, like, because men have put in these beauty standards for women, and we have to live up to a certain expectation for men, you should pay for stuff for us, while she's blowing thousands and thousands of dollars on stuff, all these care products and stuff.
David, that's just so annoying the way that she put it.
It's very, very, like, higher than thou, number one.
Yeah.
And while, if you watched the episode before, I like to pay for my dates. However, you should also not feel obligated to, because this is my choice to do this.
Right. Don't expect it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, she's expecting it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
First of all, lady, you ain't all that, first of all. And with that mentality, I wouldn't even want to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think you should feel like you're owed something. You're owed nothing. You're the one that's using all these products. I bet you could get the off-name brands for way cheaper. But no, I saw Paula's Choice in there, and Paula's Choice is really expensive.
Yep.
You don't need to have the best price. You're basically using that as an excuse to use all these expensive products because you expect men to pay for your stuff. No, delusional. And I hope you're single forever because you're a hot mess.
Oh my God, insufferable. But like the thing is, like, you can't expect. What do you mean by all men want you to look a certain way and dress a certain way? No, we don't.
Yeah, don't say all men. That's not how this works. You say, oh well, all these people that set beauty standards are the owners of these big cosmetic companies that are all men. No, see, you're lumping all men into a
general
certain,
subject. Yeah,
like you're putting all men into like a stereotype that they all expect this level of personal care and stuff. No, that's not true. You're trying to live like a celebrity or a TikToker or something like that. The people like that, they're not. They're the 1% of people that treat themselves to this level.
Yeah, that's the issue with we always say this. That's the issue with social media, dude. Mm-hmm. It's people like upload these like unrealistic lifestyles and you know what I mean. Like they edit themselves to look like a certain way, and like that's become like the social norm nowadays. That's what's deemed pretty or good looking or whatever, right? It's so annoying. It's not just men that like contributed to that. Women had something to do with it too. It's just the fact that like she's expecting a man to like pay for everything. Yeah, of course, like if you meet a good guy, I'm sure he will be chivalrous and he will pay for most of the things that you guys do, activities and food and stuff like that. But don't expect it and don't be a brat about it. You know what I mean?
It's to me, it's the process here. It's like men have created this, which in itself is wrong because you're stereotyping and generalizing men. Okay.
Do you have proof that men are the ones that created all these products and all these beauty standards and blah, blah, blah? You know what I mean?
And then in that regard, you're using all these products, and then you're taking that and you're using that as leverage to say, you owe me this because, men in society did this. You know what I mean? No, that's not how the world works. I bet you if she just walked out, no makeup, everything, like she's a decent looking person. You know what I mean? Like she's very, I would say she's pretty. Mm-hmm. You have no need to do all that. Yep. You know what I mean? So, very off the cuff and delusional. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're going to get
personality always outweighs.
Yeah. It's the personality. It's the gimme. I have a feeling we're going to eat some poo poo for this. I don't know, but
whatever it is. These are personal takes, guys.
Yeah.
You guys can agree with her. You guys can disagree with her. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so my video for today, it's not super viral or anything. I just thought it was really cute.
Okay.
Just watching.
You like cute videos too?
Yeah. I thought it was just like a very cute video, so just wanted to bring it. Lighten up the mood a little bit because we were so serious earlier today.
Pick up their arm and they keep it up. That means that they are asleep. But if it falls down, that means they're awake. So let's see. If he keeps it up, that means he's really mimis.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You get it when kids are like,
yeah.
Isn't it cute?
She was asleep.
Why do kids do that?
She's really asleep.
Why do kids pretend like they're sleeping?
She's so asleep. That's crazy.
I saw this video. It was like super cute.
Stays up. She's actually sleeping. Oh, wow.
Let me see. If it fall, they fake it. Oh, she really knocked out.
That kid's too young to know. Oh. Why do kids do that? Did you ever do that?
I don't think so.
Fake sleeping?
I don't think so. I don't know why.
Now, I think you know this. Like, I have this thing where I pretend like I'm not sleeping even though I am sleeping.
This jackass.
I do it all the time. I don't know why I do that. Like, I have no idea. It's like I don't know what it is.
Like, I'll call him sometimes in the morning, like, it'll be like his just woke up voice. I know what his voice sounds like when he just wakes up. I lived with the guy for years, right? Mm-hmm. He'll be like, "Oh, I've been up for like an hour." I'm like, my ass.
No, but usually no. Because if I'm still laying down, right? If I'm still laying down, like and I've been awake, but I haven't laid down. I haven't used my voice. I haven't drank anything, ate anything. My voice will sound like that. But if you call me and like in the middle of the day and like you taking a nap and I'm like, no, then I'm taking a nap. But my dad does the same thing. Like my dad used to do that all the time, and it used to drive my mom nuts, right? Like my dad has this thing, right? He'll be sleeping, and he'll be in his couch and be like mouth hanging over everything. Yeah. And I'll be like, "Dad, you asleep?" Because we watching Netflix or something. He'll be like, "Dad, you fall asleep? You sleeping? Like, go to bed." And he's like, "Oh, no."
Yeah, people do that. I don't know why.
It's weird. I don't know why people do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And my dad says, "I'm just resting my eyes for a minute." Like that's his excuse.
Yeah.
Let
us know in the comments why you guys think people do that.
Yeah, does anybody else do that? Because like I can't be the only one.
I think everyone does that to some degree.
It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's like embarrassing. Like,
yeah, maybe it's like you don't want to have FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like the kids, I think for kids, like maybe it's like, because like rebellious. If you're in the car and you fall asleep, like your parent like has to pick you up. Your parents have to hold you up. Maybe they just don't want to walk, or maybe their parents are gonna make them do chores, which is why they pretend like they're pretending to sleep. But I thought it was just cute out there. Like
that makes sense too.
If they're really asleep and you put their arm up, it stays up, and these kids are just like straight up, just keep their arms up straight up like that.
Speaking of gravity, they don't have a grasp on it yet, I guess.
I thought it was a cute video. So.
That was cute, yeah.
But let's go on to
our one news article, which is the big news article these days.
I already feel like I already know what you're gonna talk about.
All right. Now I was a big fan of this man. Let me tell you.
I know.
I'm a '90s kid. Sean Puff Daddy Diddy Brother Love Combs, seen physically assaulting Cassie Ventura in 2016 surveillance video obtained by CNN. Now, a 2016 surveillance video obtained exclusively by CNN shows Sean Diddy Combs grab, shove, drag, and kick his then-girlfriend Cassie during an altercation that matches allegations in a now settled federal lawsuit filed by Cassie in November. The footage, compiled from multiple angles of camera, dated March 5th, 2016, appear to show the rapper, producer, and business mogul, and he is that Sean John, incident according in the now closed Intercontinental Hotel, I don't know where that is, in Central City, Los Angeles. Basically, you know, she's running away. I'm just going to explain because I've seen the video.
Yeah.
She's running away down the hallway of this hotel and tries to run to an elevator. One shoe is not even on her foot. She's trying to escape. And anyone can see that.
And he's like just wrapped up in like one towel.
Yeah, and Puff Daddy, you know, he's like wrapped in a towel running down the hallway with no shoes on. And he goes and slams her onto the ground, kicks her,
and then drags her back.
And drags her by the hair. And he takes a break to sit down, and he throws this vase near in her direction. And it's like a psychopathic scene. Like he beat the crap out of her. Like, you know, it wasn't even like a slap. It was like he beat her.
Yeah.
Like bad. And I'm wondering, because, you know, so basically this isn't news. So basically he settled out of court for this years ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he didn't want this stuff being leaked.
Right.
And, you know, I'm not sure how this got out. I'm willing to bet someone probably sold it to CNN.
Yeah.
Because this kind of stuff the hotel doesn't even exist anymore. So
because he's been on the news recently, right?
Yeah, and his house was recently raided.
Right.
For other, you know, what was it? What was it?
Like sexual crimes.
Yeah, like, you know, adult crimes.
Yeah,
you know, sexual related crimes.
Yeah.
And his house was raided somewhere. This is probably part of that, like, sting operation that happened.
Yeah.
And Chris Brown barely survived
the Rihanna incident.
The Rihanna incident, and that was in a very different era than it is now. This was like way before, you know, all the other like Me Too and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
He's finished.
Oh yeah, he's done. Yeah.
And I think it's funny that Puff Daddy is preaching and showing this like really like, you know, all of like, you know, he renamed himself Brother Love, and he's like has all these religious churches and all this stuff, like, you know, going like setting this stuff up, and it's a prime example of not practicing what you preach and how fake that image is of someone of his level. And don't get me wrong, and I think everybody in the States probably knows this, P. Diddy is a very, very powerful man in entertainment.
Yep.
He's like a,
I'd say he's like top 3 entertainment, like
musically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar in some ways to the Harvey Weinstein thing that happened. I mean, even though the severity of the crimes, as far as we know, is very different.
Right.
But, you know, it's a really big profile thing, and I think it's disgusting that Puff Daddy did this, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of him. I'm a big fan of Bad Boy and Biggie and Mace and all of them. Like, you know, I'm a big fan, but I can't see myself supporting this at all.
Yeah.
Or him in the future in any capacity.
Yeah, it's just it was very disappointing, just like reading that news article and like just reading and just watching the video.
I mean, because since they settled out of court for this already, this is just an after the fact, like it leaked.
Yeah,
nothing I don't think can happen to him since they already settled out of court for it.
Right.
But
his image is tarnished.
Oh, his image is
forever.
destroyed. There's no way.
Yeah. I mean, like it's not like his image wasn't tarnished anyways. He's become like a meme nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
I'd say F Puff Daddy.
You hate to see it. You hate to see the greats fall, but you know.
And you know, I was always under the impression, if you're a fan of the '90s and you know about the Death Row Bad Boy beef that happened, you know, it was Bad Boy with Puff Daddy and Suge Knight, who had Death Row Records, and Suge Knight is in prison now for running people over because he's a psychopath. But he was, you know, hanging Vanilla Ice over the balcony in Las Vegas, and like beating the shit out of people for, you know, like that didn't agree with him.
Like that
he's
guy.
like a he's about that life, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I would never ever mess with Suge Knight, and I always thought he was just like a, you know, like a gangster that was like about that life.
Yep.
You know, and I never really Puff Daddy never really struck me as that kind of person.
Yeah.
But I mean, shows you know what you know.
Yeah, I mean, Puff Daddy. He had a long career.
I'm surprised Mace didn't sell him out, because him and Mace have been beefing forever now because of royalties and stuff like that. I'm surprised Mace didn't go out and say nothing.
I mean, Mace's probably scared.
Yeah, I would be too. I mean, I would never mess like on an industry level with someone like Puff Daddy because like, you know, if he really, really, really wanted to, he could probably make you disappear.
Oh yeah,
very easily
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be hard for someone like him.
Yeah.
So, but I guess I'm actually worried about Cassie at this point.
Yeah.
Because even though she's not the one that leaked it, I'm wondering if he's gonna think that
she did.
She was the reason why they have that footage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, and I would be scared for her at this point.
Yeah.
Considering he's messing with someone so strong, or she's messing with someone so strong.
Yeah. I mean.
Well, I have a feeling he's.
Hope you enjoy retirement.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got more than enough money, I guess, but
yeah.
And people are also saying like this is not even allegedly. This is like, you know, people are like, because you know his ex-wife passed away a couple years ago,
right?
And people are wondering how far this abuse, because he did that in front of cameras, knowing full well that there would be cameras there. What goes on behind closed doors?
Yeah.
And his wife's sudden passing and all that stuff. What was that aspect like? You know what I mean? Like I said, this is not even alleged. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
But you know, and how many other women did he treat like this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know, he dated J-Lo, he dated all kinds of people throughout the years.
Yeah.
So you wonder, you know, makes you wonder, because I believe in it. Like if you're a wife beater, I think, you know, and this is like more than beating her. This is like really, really messing up your girlfriend or whatever. If you're a woman abuser, I tend to think that you are like that just intrinsically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like
it's a hard habit to like kick.
Yeah, and there's no way, I don't think, that she's the first one that he did this to. Because he's been powerful for the most of his adult life. He's been a very big, since like the mid 90s, he's been a big name.
Yeah.
And he was very young when he was at Bad Boy.
We here at the Korean Cowboys do not condone domestic violence.
Absolutely not.
In any shape, way, or form. So yeah. I mean, J-Lo's safe now. She's married to Batman, bro.
This was back in the late 90s, early 2000s that they were dating.
Speaking of Ben Affleck, I like you know that one meme where he's like holding a cigarette. And he's like standing.
Oh, you picture?
Yeah, the picture.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite.
That was random.
No, it's because she's married to Ben Affleck.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, yeah. That was a news article for today.
Shout out to Cassie. We support you.
Yes. Just yeah. It just kind of leaves like a bitter taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? Just seeing one of the legends fall like that.
Rather fade into obscurity than be canceled.
Yeah.
Much worse.
Very sad. Anyways, guys, I think we're
F
gonna
you,
wrap
Puffy.
up.
Go on.
We're gonna wrap up today's episode. We talked about insecurities. We talked about getting old. We watched our viral videos, and we talked about Puff Daddy.
Sean, Puff Daddy Combs. You're canceled.
We'll
F
be
you.
missing you. Bye, Puff.
No. We don't want to get no.
Oh no.
We don't sing Puffy songs anymore.
Oh, okay.
No
more.
No more.
All right.
No more. Even though I used to really like that song.
It's a good song.
It's a good song.
But
I'm not gonna, because every time you listen to it, you give him money. He don't need no more money.
That's true.
He's a menace to society.
That's true.
So yeah, sorry, but no more Puffy.
Yeah.
So I don't. When we're in the car, I never want to hear Puffy again because I know you listen to it sometimes.
All right.
And I did too.
Because we grew up listening to those songs. Anyways, guys. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you guys did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to leave us a comment. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure you do.
Check out the Korean Cowboys Clips channel, which I do all the thumbnails for, and it's really fun.
Yes, and if you guys like our content, share with your friends, your family. Let everyone know about the Korean Cowboys.
Yep. And happy birthday, Aaron.
Yes.
Hope you have a good birthday. No Gucci bag for you, but you enjoy that soju over there. Catch you later.
Yes, catch you later. See you later, alligator.
Bye.
3, 2, 1.
Yeehaw.
Bye.
Peace.